Leo, how you guys doing? Welcome to your weekly reading with me. Happy New Year, everybody. I hope you guys are having an incredible new year to start. And if not, then let's make the rest of it incredible instead. But anyway, let's dive into it for you guys. Let's see what's going on for you. Okay, we have a lot of cards. Well, we have a few cards, let's say, but let's see what comes up for you guys specifically for my gorgeous Leos. All right, you have communication. Lately you guys have been having a lot of love readings, and I'm not saying that this one will be one as well, but it does look like maybe communication in terms of romance or even in terms of collaborations or whatever is going to be really important. Okay, so this says effective communication is the bridge to understanding and connection. Okay, so if we're wanting to understand each other more, we want to connect with more people, whoever it is, whether it be romance or whether it be in business, like the key is communication. Okay, making sure that we're communicating effectively. But let's see what that means for you guys. Let's have a little look from my gorgeous Leos. Let's get one of these energies for the week, please, Spirit. Ooh, that's an interesting one, especially with peace being look, no way, peace and mending being here. Sorry, I didn't mean to kiss my teeth there. So because you have communication, unfinished symphony, which is my card of like finishing or closing out unfinished business, the peace card, which is about forgiveness and extending the olive branch kind of vibes, and mending, it does feel like you're closing out old cycles, or you're really kind of like finding closure maybe, or maybe you are mending something with someone else. I'll see how it goes for you. It doesn't have to be romance, could be anything. Could even be old business ideas, right? Or old opportunities that are coming back up. Whatever it is, clearly with communication and unfinished symphony, there is a need to close out a cycle, even if it was just a very uncoordinated or unharmonious, chaotic chapter, let's just say, right? Let's get some more cards because I don't want to speak ahead of myself, but for some of you, there definitely is going to be some communication, either from you or someone else. All right, let's see. Let's see for Leo this week, an action. Okay, so there's going to be some action being taken at this time. Again, it feels too soon to speak, so let's get you some extra cards. Okay, for Leos this week. All right, one more. You have great good fortune happening for you guys at this time. That's about luck coming away. All right, let's see. Dragon, be aware of self-delusion. That's important. And let's get the other one. And a distant friend is thinking of you. So it could be a friend, or it just could be someone who's at a distance, maybe someone that you've not heard from for a while, or maybe physically they are at a distance from you, but they're thinking about you and are most likely going to communicate with you, potentially to find closure or find peace in a situation. Even if you're not going to be in each other's lives, let's see how it comes up in the reading. I think ultimately the goal here is peace. Either your goal, someone else's goal. So be aware of self-delusion is an interesting one. And I wonder how that will come up in the rest of your reading. Okay, interesting. Let's carry on then. Let's see, what is the overall energy then for Leo this week, for the energy of this week? The Hermit. So you're coming up, this week is very this is Virgo's energy, okay, which is all about wisdom, understanding, looking at life from a higher perspective, looking at your past through a place of wisdom, looking at your future from the same place. It's again, analyzing, reflecting. I'm hearing self-awareness too. So I wonder if this is what they're wanting you to come across this week. Anyway, a lot of lessons being learned when the Hermit is here. Okay, maybe a bit of time of introspection, wanting to be alone a little bit more, to think, to feel, to understand. All right, let's clarify that. By the way, the Hermit is also about, he has the star in his lantern and he's using that star to guide him. So whether that be healing, all right, whether that be your wish fulfillment, your purpose in life, your North Star, that's what's guiding you through some sort of darkness at this time. And it is usually dark night of the soul. So I wonder if you're coming out of that. Let's see. Let's clarify this. Why is the Hermit the overall energy of this week, please, Spirit? Why is this here? Ooh, one more. Yeah, well, there definitely is. Whoa. We don't usually get messages like this, but it does feel like somebody is apologizing for some injustice, or you're closing that cycle out. But we have communication here in the Ace of Swords, and a distant friend is thinking of you. So it does feel like someone wants, maybe somebody has been reflecting, but it does feel like with the justice being reversed, somebody was very unfair, unjust, and the Ace of Swords is now being turned in the upright. You know, so now the truth is being revealed. Now somebody's communicating something to you. You are going to feel very victorious in this situation. I feel like it's just because it helps you to close out a chapter of your life that, again, maybe felt like still affected you somehow. They're showing me, because of this card, I always say this is a noisy card for me, because it's all out of tune, and it just feels like maybe since something happened, things have, you know, if your life was a song, that part of the song is really out of tune, and you wish you could go back and just correct the song. I don't know, like that's how I'm seeing it. So now it's coming through, the chance to reconcile that, or to gain clarity over that situation, to get closure. It definitely seems like it's coming through. So that's wild. Could be with a Virgo maybe. Let's see. I don't know why I'm speaking so weird. I apologize. I've been talking all day, and sometimes now it just gets worse the more that I speak, you know. Let's see. What's the energy of Leo though this week? What is the energy of Leo's? The Ten of Swords. Woo. And actually, with the Three of Cups being there when I made that noise, I said that because Ten of Swords is crazy to come out for you, because this is a complete end to an old version of yourself. So that's good. And that's why it was like the woo felt like a celebration in some way. Like now you can close out that part of yourself. And I wonder if beware self-delusion, maybe you guys blamed yourself for something, or maybe there was some sort of distortion coming through with how you saw yourself because of this, and that's what's changing, because Ten of Swords is an ending, right? And this is coming up in your energy. Let's see. Maybe this was someone who maybe backstabbed you or betrayed you in some way, or it just was very unexpected or very abrupt. It was a very difficult ending for you. Let's see. Let's clarify that for you. The Ten of Swords, why is this in the energy of Leo? The Knight of Cups definitely is an apology, but it's in your energy, by the way. So maybe this is you being able to be more open and vulnerable, wearing your heart in your sleeve. Ooh, that's weird. Yeah, the Knight of Wands. Okay. For a lot of you, there definitely is an emotional message coming your way that you're feeling a little bit guarded by. And that makes sense why you'd feel guarded. But I almost feel like it's a really good time to close this cycle out if communication is coming in, so that you can then take action moving forward. It does feel like this sets you free in some way, because this is like wild horses. It just feels like it will allow you to run. And what I didn't see is actually there's this dove bird up here. I don't think you can see that on the camera, but I feel like this is helping you to set yourself free from this energy. So because the Knight of Cups is in your energy, you could be the one doing it, so you can set yourself free. But it's not just that. The Knight of Cups is just feeling like, I wonder if this is allowing you to actually process some feelings that maybe you couldn't process, so you can heal it, you know, go into new waters, go into a new, you know, maybe it stopped you from going into other relationships or other friendships or whatever it is. Like it almost felt like it definitely gave you some trauma, let's just say that, because the Nine of Wands is here, and this is like it's a wounded warrior. It's a little bit of like PTSD, a little bit of like, I'm never going to let my guard down to anyone else because this really hurt me. Something really did hurt you, and it was unfair, whatever it is. Even if it's work related, you know, it does feel like you're getting some sort of closure here, especially emotionally. But let's see. Let's carry on then. What about the potential challenge or obstacle for this week? What is the challenge here? The Two of Wands. Your plan of action moving forward. So the Two of Wands is usually somebody who's looking into the horizons. The Chariot is here. Thinking about where he wants to go next, right? It's a really good card for expansion and growing and, you know, thinking big, right? It's in your challenge position. So I wonder if the past has blocked you, or your challenge is just figuring out where you want to go moving forward, because you do have action here. And the fact that the Chariot is there as well on the bottom of the deck after pulling that card out, there definitely is going to be some movement for you. It's just you're figuring it out, right? I'm just going to like move these because I want it to look pretty. Let's just take these away. Right. All right. 4. I'm going to clarify the Two of Wands for you guys, so don't you worry. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss. All right, so Two of Wands. Why is this the challenge then, please, for Leos? Why is this a challenge or a blockage? One more. What is it? It is, okay, the Justice came out again. And oh my God, look at how that came up. So that's so interesting. Okay, so you definitely felt very hurt. And the Justice here being about karma, being about, finding justice in a situation. I wonder if this, maybe it's the sort of feelings that come up here, or maybe you're stuck on finding justice, for example, here as well. That could be the case for you guys. Feeling unbalanced. But because we've had these going in the upright with all the energy we've been speaking about, Two of Wands, I feel like, is finally letting it go and allowing yourself to move forward. That can be a challenge for you. Okay? Because again, it's been distracting you. It's been bugging you a little bit here. Okay. So putting that to an end. Ten of Swords. This will not be brought back up, but there's a new day coming your way, okay? To start fresh. Okay? Let's see. Let's move forward. Okay, what's going on in the external world of Leo within this week? What's going on around them? Six of Pentacles. You guys could be receiving some sort of bonus, pay rise, additional money with the Six of Pentacles. Someone could be giving something to you at this time. Could be a gift, doesn't have to be though. Six of Pentacles is a really good card for you to pay attention to your external surroundings and pay attention to what you're giving your time and energy to, and if it is balanced there. Okay? To make sure you're not creating even more imbalance in your life, right? Especially if you're only focusing on things that may have happened that were unjust, for example. If most of your day is going towards past, we need to balance that out a bit here too. But Six of Pentacles, paying attention to your health, your wealth, your well-being, the people around you. All right, making sure that things are balanced moving forward. So let's clarify that for you. Again, on things that give back to you. So you want to be around friends who are actually make you feel happy, at least, people who have good advice, or even if they don't have that, people who make you laugh, right? You don't want people who take everything from you and treat you like crap. So that's what I mean by saying that you want to make sure that your time and energy is being spent on the right things and the right people. Six of Pentacles is also about your daily routines as well. So it does feel like you're making sure that you're bringing balance there, which is good. Okay, let's see. Why is the Six of Pentacles in the external world? What's the message here? Yeah, so this is about placing boundaries and being a lot more logical with your approach to things. A distant friend is thinking of you. And I feel like that's also with self-delusion, because that hit that. Queen of Swords cuts the crap, right? And it feels like maybe emotionally you're making excuses for things, or why you're giving to certain things, or why you're still thinking about something, or why your time and energy is being spent on something or someone, okay? So the Queen of Swords is saying your heart may not be super clear, but your head is. You know what you need to do moving forward, all right? So it's about applying those boundaries and that logic whilst you're still healing, okay? That's going to help you move forward here. Okay, and protecting your energy, protecting your peace, protecting your finances, protecting your energy, your resources, whatever it may be. Okay, it's really all about boundaries and cutting the crap, right? Because I wonder if there is a bit of like you've been emotionally manipulated, so I feel like that's why logic or coming through as a Queen of Swords approach is important. But you could be giving to others at this time too. But let's see, what is in the inner world then of Leo? The Queen of Swords, so we like that. That's good. The only thing that's not good about the Queen of Swords is the fact that she's been hurt, and that hurts me. So of course that part of your story is not great, right? But it has taught you how to have thick skin and how to protect your heart space, right? Unfortunately, you learned it the hard way through deception or through betrayal or through giving to the wrong people. But the Queen of Swords feels like it's going to help you with self-delusion. It feels quite nice. You're placing a lot of boundaries. You're cutting through any kind of crap. So it's not a bad energy to have in this kind of scenario, right? And especially when it comes down to communication, you're not just going to give your energy to just anyone just because they're apologizing, for example. Okay, but let's see. Why is the Queen of Swords in the inner world of Leo? Okay, well, I like that. You're really working on yourself. This is my card of like personal development. Of course, it can represent moving forward in your material world, your career, your finances, that kind of stuff. It is progress. It's a progress card. So whatever area it means for you, it's where there's the most progress. And for you guys, it's in your inner world. And because the Empress is here, you're knowing your worth now. Whereas maybe you didn't before. You're in a better position now. You're working towards it at least, right? It's a card of progress. So the Empress is all about love and attraction. So it does feel like you are learning how to attract things in by placing boundaries and holding yourself to a high standard. Okay, I do feel like there will be some financial opportunities coming away with that Knight of Pentacles and the Empress here, because she's about abundance, right? So whatever you're attracting, your discipline with the Queen of Swords, your approach to it is really going to not only protect what you're building for yourself, but allow you to build it. Let's see what's going on as your advice then from Spirit. Let's see what advice they have for you, Leo. The Six of Wands. All right, so protect yourself, but you are going to have victory over some conflict in your life, probably through this communication, okay? And again, they are saying understanding. So I wonder if there is something you can understand in somebody else, but I don't know. Sometimes, I always say, sometimes we just will never understand, and that's not so much a bad thing, because if it's a terrible person who does terrible things, then we don't want to. We can understand why they do something, but we don't need to like empathize or feel sympathy for that, because you don't want to put yourself in their shoes if they're a horrible, nasty person, for example, right? So if you don't understand why someone would do such a thing because you would never do that, then that's a good thing, right? It means you would never do that. But Six of Wands in your advice is saying that you are going to have victory and success. And I think Cancer signs just had this, and it comes with a quote when it's in an advice position, that if you knew that you would be successful, what would you do? How would you approach life, right? If you knew that it was fated that regardless of what's going on in your life right now, that you're going to have an incredible new year or an incredible life in general, how would you hold yourself right now? How would you act? What decisions would you make? And how would you make them? It's just that kind of energy I want you to do. So the advice also is that you are going to have some victory over some difficult challenge that you've had, some conflict that you've had in your life. So that's fine. Yeah, let's clarify though, just for fun. Why is the Six of Wands in a position of advice? What's the advice with this? The Nine of Swords. So I feel like this is just to kind of silence the mind a little bit, because you guys may have been super paranoid or anxious about something, or reflecting on a lot of pain and difficulty. The Nine of Swords is being up in your head about something, but the Six of Wands is your victory. You're going to have victory. That's your advice. Nine of Swords, assuming the worst case scenario, but what about the best case scenario maybe? All right, what's the advice for Leo? So I wonder if so this is about moving forward in the right direction. I wonder if communication would help you, or if it's not to the person, writing something out to this person and never sending it, just burning it, could help you release something. I will say your whole reading is about releasing. So communicating how you feel might help you to let it off your chest, for example. To be clear of it so that you can then take action, because the Eight of Wands is positive communication, or it's positive movement in the right direction. Okay, so closing out a cycle is the best option for you here. One more. And yeah, so someone is watching. It's like this came through that dog. So the Page of Swords is someone who's curious, someone who's watching, someone who might be a bit triggered by you or jealous or whatever it may be. But it could also just mean that this is somebody who is doing a little bit of detective work, trying to figure out where you're at, how you're doing. They're thinking about you though. So you could hear from someone at this time. Alrighty, so that seemed to cover this one whole subject, but with the Two of Wands, again, I really want you to focus on where you're going moving forward, not just where you've come from or where you are. It's almost like it's time to move forward. You've outgrown a situation now, so it's time to take action moving forward, okay, my angels? Because I feel like lying ahead, you do have great good fortune. We've seen that. You're doing a lot of inner work, and that will show in your external. Okay, my angels, so I love you guys. Wish you all the best. Please let me know how this resonated with you if it did. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right.